And I thought over this thing many times, and I kept saying, what might I do that would capture the attention of these young men? I saw that Nina Paleska did it, and once they heard, they continued to listen. And so I said, well, maybe I can get a handle on this school. Maybe I can make a difference. And that's what helped me to accept what Nina said about my having something to say. But you have to remember, too, that all around us there was still racism, even in the 1960s. Dr. King had come on the scene, yes. And he was talking about all the wonderful things we should do and being nonviolent and trying to change things. But I was dealing with the gang situation at the school, and that was a hard thing to solve. But one day I was told that a gentleman called Sammy Davis Jr. would like to come to the city. He's going to be in the city. He would like to do something to help get rid of the gangs. And somehow they managed to get a place called Uptown Theater, where he was going to appear. But before he came to the Uptown Theater, he came to my school, the Benjamin Franklin High School, and he met with some of these gang members. And he talked with them about finding another way to solve problems. He talked about going into some kind of a business for them, like a car washing thing. And he would put up the money that would come from his appearance at the Uptown Theater. So I used to go to the Uptown for the movies that they had. But this time I went there because Sammy Davis was going to sing and do his performance, and the money raised would go to these young men, would put into some type of trust, you might say, where when they got ready to do something, like maybe have a car wash or anything else that they thought that they would like to do. Once with the planning of that was done, then money would be available to start that kind of activity. And I met Mr. Davis. I was impressed with his talent. But he had left Philadelphia. He went about his own experiences, his own career. And the young men came together for a short time, but then that didn't last very long. There was conflicts about the money, who was getting it, who was going to use it, and how was it going to be done. I was not involved in that. I knew better than to get involved in this financial thing, because it could always be difficult. Because the young men had squabbling over who would have what and who would do what with it. But that was my first encounter going to the Uptown Theater and being there not just as a person coming to see a movie, but as the principal of a school that was trying to make a difference in the Philadelphia area, especially the North Philadelphia area.